This is Served with me, Andy Roddick. Please hit subscribe. We drop new episodes every week.
When you look at your career, as I suspect you've been doing in preparation for this, what give us like a couple surprise moments that in retrospect were these hinge points that you may not have known at the time? I'm always interested by those.
I think the surprise, I mean, obviously doing other sports, I didn't see that coming. Getting to do real sports, I was working at Wimbledon.
Institution, like a total institution.
You mean the HBO show and not genuine, authentic sports?
No, I mean real sports with Bryant Gumbel, which was just one of the great glories of my life. It was on for 29 years. I was on for 27 of them. And they gave me a total layup. My first profile was on Charles Barkley, who was still playing. I mean, and he just, so Charles. And then 15 minutes later, our story was over. That was a surprise. Getting to do long form HBO documentaries was a big bump for me because I've always loved documentaries. My 100-year-old father, loved documentaries, and he used to wake me up in the middle of the night. I was a little kid. He'd squeeze my foot and say, "Hey, Mare, there's a really good documentary on." I'm like, okay. Or a great movie that The Treasure of Sierra Madre's on, African Queen is like. So I grew up wanting to tell stories for a long time. And then my brother, when I was a kid and I was clearly just a tennis ball, my brother threw a copy of Jim Bouton's Ball 4 on my bed and said, "Read this." And those stories about those Yankees, about what was really going on, that lit me up. That absolutely lit me up. So there were turns. Getting my first Olympics, like, why do you want me to go? That would be great. Doing dog shows. I love dogs. I mean, all those little things where you say yes to, and with the attitude, it's like, if I suck, they'll tell me. And then they'll tell me to please go away. So there are a lot of pivot points. And a lot of it is just, I'll try, I'll try.
Yeah.
And,
so
if it doesn't work.
That's a big thing. And it's something I'm like attracted to. I'm not attracted to ever feeling totally comfortable, like doing something. And I think you, at least from outside looking in, you've mentioned, okay, I have this lane in tennis. I'm good at it. I'm established. I'm calling men's US Open finals. I'm doing all of these things. Yeah, let's go to the Olympics where, I don't know, maybe I'm exposed because I don't watch these sports all the time. And for fucking dog shows, like, how do you call a dog show? Like, I don't, how does that even work? But it seems like you kind of lean in without, is it like a fuck it gene, or is it like, is it a confidence thing, or maybe a version, maybe both?
Well, I mean, it's mostly curiosity. Like, yeah, I do actually want to, I think I could do that. And I'm really interested in it. And, it's like when a plumber comes to your house and he's got to fix the under the sink, and you watch him and you're there like, oh, I understand what he's doing now. This is how that works, or like when you watch somebody, build something, you're like, oh, okay. So he needs a bunch of tools, and this is the one that does. Like you end up thinking, okay, I don't have that tool, but I think I know how to do it now. You know what I mean? So, and again, sports, any sport, I'll watch anything. Because it's athletes they're at the prime. They've devoted their entire young lives to something, and all they want to be is great. And okay, I may not understand this sport, but I admire it. I respect them for what they love, for what they are passionate about. I want to see what makes them go. Why do they think this is something to devote their lives to? No, I think more than anything, it's curiosity, right?
Andy, she once told me she loves a first early Carillo lesson, but this is a great. You love the throbbing athlete heart.
I
That's how you
do.
put it to me.
Yeah, yeah. The athletic heart is that beating like you guys know what that's I don't have to explain that to you for sure. I mean, that is nothing beats like the athletic heart. Nothing.
I have another. So I was watching. So obviously I knew last night that you were coming on today, and I panic texted Mary yesterday, and she was gracious as she always is. She's going to do another something for another someone after we finish this podcast. But I was watching the final season of The Bear. Okay.
Oh,
and they're in the kitchen, and I won't spoil anything, but they have a day where everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong that could possibly go wrong. And there's power dynamics in play. There's humility on display, people trying to lean into humility. There's, the person who you don't expect to save the day makes a winning play. There are all these dynamics, which I thought were amazing. It's great television, and everything is going wrong. What is your story? Like, what is the single day that you have been on air where absolutely everything went wrong?
I called a match, I think it was in Mahwah, New Jersey.
That could be the end of the story.
Yeah, I was going to say no more. Done. Great having you on.
We get it. Yeah.
We were on this rickety ass like metal scaffolding. It was Al Trout, the late great Al Trautwig, and me. I think I'm going to mention him in my speech because I just adored him. We're calling this match, and you could see the weather coming in, and I mean it's biblical, and you're just waiting for everything. And it was so windy, the play was awful, and it was getting really, really dark. And all of a sudden, lightning struck our metal booth. Okay. And so I duck under. I mean, I think I'm going to die. And the players run off the court, and the chair umpire did a swan dive off the chair. Like everyone is, and so we're going away, and our producer is saying to Al, "You have to finish the show." And I'm there like, bite me. Like, you have to get us off the air. And and I am trying to make my way. I'm like blowing him off. And not for the first time I've blown off a producer. And Al has to end up running. He's absolutely soaked, and he has to go into the truck and finish saying, "Well, we're having some weather. We're trying hard not to die." And so long from Mahwah, New Jersey. I mean, that was bad. But I mean, other bad stuff happens. You have a 4-minute window for the U.S. Open final, and a women's match. I did a women's match where that went 58 minutes, and now all you've got is
Phil,
soy filler and fluffernutter and nonsense. I was doing I'm sure you remember the match where Medvedev beat Djokovic. Here's Djokovic trying to get the calendar Grand Slam, and not that this was a disaster, but it just shows you how odd, how weirdly my mind works. It's when you want your co-host, the guy sitting next to you in the chair, or the woman to engage. You're like, help me out here. Like, this is, it's important that we have some kind of. So on a changeover, Medvedev is scarfing down a banana, and we're on him. And normally, you don't have to say much when something like that has happened. The match is telling itself, but it occurs for some delirious reason. I said, interestingly enough, as he's eating, interestingly enough, bananas and human beings share 60% of the same DNA. And I think Jim should say something like, isn't that interesting? And he gave me the fishiest goddamn look. Like, if you think I'm going to go, oh. So I said, no, that's true. The stuff you say, the stuff you regret. I've got 45 years of regret.
I would have instantly gone, well, research department's probably having a little bit of a different day than they thought they would.
Yeah, right.
It happens to be true, by the way.
Is that real, or is that just
my hand to God? Look it up. Look it up.
Makes me feel like less special.
Mike, get on the blower right now.
Exactly.